Oh.
There we go indeed, everybody. The last tournament match of the day is between Korea and China. Not only do we have only one European and Western representative still alive in this tournament, also only one player from China. Colorful already eliminated by this very man, by Colorful. Colorful eliminates himself. No, that's absolutely bullshit. By Fortitude, of course. Rising in shape, showing it here, showing it at DreamHack. But now he has to conquer LawLiet, who is currently the #1 Night Elf in the world, ahead of Foggy, ahead of Colorful, ahead of Moon. I am actually not sure when did he pick up these big wins to get these elo points.
I don't know. Been killing
Me
it.
neither.
It's been killing it.
Yeah.
No clue.
so is Fortitude. Second best human currently right behind Chemico, and he is playing human in this match. So Night Elf versus human, Korea versus China, who's following Moon, Foggy, Focus into the round of 4.
All right, this is very cool. It's probably a Beastmaster opener from LawLiet, which works pretty well. I mean, maps with mercenary camps do tend to favor tavern heroes because you can get 2 archers before your hero comes out, and then you can creep it very easily. We saw Moon struggling with this camp earlier. Wisp detonate, and the Ancient War still went down, even with 3 repairing. So with a Beastmaster, you can creep this much more easily, and then you're undoubtedly going to have a fast expansion. Yeah, Mountain King from Fortitude. So it's going to be probably Beastmaster versus Fast Expo.
Okay. Okay, I just had to read something here. MK versus Tavern Hero. That's a rare sight. Is he still going for that Fast Expo? How is this game going? Carson, what are you typing there? You should pay attention. Pay attention to the game.
All right. Well, I'm paying attention to this Wisp. I want to see what hero it is. I really do. I really do, Neo. But I gotta wait. That's why I'm typing. I'm
okay. Finish your.
I'm typing my
texting.
prediction on a notepad so I can see if I was right, because I have short-term memory.
For sure.
So I gotta write it down for myself, and then I look over like, yeah, I still got it. Then I'm hyped up.
Good excuse. Okay, continue what you're doing. We have an MK. We do have the hero in 3 seconds. 2, 1. Beastmaster it is. The Beastie Boy was wreaking havoc across many months on Last Refuge. So now he's facing not the Archmage. Oh, Lightning Shield on the Troll! That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, 3 peasants. They can't go back to the gold mine. It's not as bad as sometimes on Amazonia, because the creep camp's actually more difficult on Amazonia. But it will be maybe hurting him in the future. But yeah, the Mountain King surprisingly didn't go for the mercenary camp. Is he going now, or is he just going to go for the expansion? He's only on 3 farms right now. Okay, now he's getting the 4th, and now he's calling probably for the mercenary camp. Weird opener from Fortitude.
Fortitude is just about making things weird as possible. Sometimes, he's dashing out that tier 1 tower push with a little bit of support. Sometimes he likes to make maps as long as humanly possible by dodging fights left and right and harassing a little bit. Sometimes he goes for a tier 2 push. Oh, okay. I thought for a second that was a stolen Shadow Priest, but of course it wasn't. We have a little bit of the spell against the summons. We have a greater mana potion for the Mountain King. He's off to a great start.
Yeah, can't complain with that at all, and the expansion will probably soon follow. So here's an example. We were talking about this today a little bit. Here's an example of a later expansion, but you guarantee get the level 3, which is something if you go for the 3-farm expo right off the hop, you pretty much can only guarantee maybe level 2. And look at the timing of the Beastmaster coming over to harass. And now the Mountain King just needs a couple of creeps or, maybe a couple of unit kills to get his level 2 Stormbolt.
Very obvious placement of the Sentry Ward, but what are you supposed to do about it? There's no reveal currently. Beastmaster not summoning anything, just waiting in the wings. And the Mountain King is getting level 3 without any further losses. What is LawLiet doing here? He's creeping at the same time with all his mercs. I think he tried to steal something. Don't think it worked, though.
Yeah, maybe LawLiet a little bit afraid of the bolt surrounds. He goes back to the shop to get a staff. He's also waiting for level 3 from the split creeping, which he will now successfully get. He's also going to get Cloak of Shadows. And he's going down. Is he going to the main base with this now maybe level 2 Quill Beast? We'll wait and see what it is. Bear is normally the carry with the Beastmaster, but Quill Beast maybe a bit better if you're going for the harass on the base because it's faster.
Okay, then.
Town is under siege.
Beastmaster's coming in. There's no tower! Bear, Quill Beast, off we go. There is a staff on the Beastie Boy. There's no staff on the Mountain King. Went for boots. And that's a kill right there. But yeah, LawLiet really afraid of potential Stormbolt surrounds. At the moment, no units in sight. But okay, Stormbolt catches him, couple of hits. Deals with the bear first, after another kill. And this delays the tech a little bit.
Yeah, nice little surround there on the bear, though. If it is allowed to roam free, it can get a little tricky. And of course, remembering back to those peasants that got low earlier, those can easily be cleaned up if that bear is allowed to run wild. So the Ancient of War also moved. Nice proactive movement with that from LawLiet. He's going to get close to level 4, which every level up on a Beastmaster is value because you get level 2 on summons, level 3 on summons, and eventually the ultimate.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful. Now, bear level 2, that gets him bash. And speaking of bashes, Mountain King can do that too.
Oh, he's waiting. He's getting close. If he gets a bash, he'll be dead. One more attempt. He gets it. Oh, not quite. Maybe I'm wondering, was he a little bit inefficient with the movement, or could he only get 2 attacks off there? I suppose so. So LawLiet gets out just barely. And now he's staffing to the shop to grab the item, and then he can go hit the expansion again.
Oh, another bear surround. Really well done, Fortitude's early game. Exquisite, I would say. Expo, untouched. Tech, soon to be progressing. Now he got the gold, but he's making so much progress. Just pushing. Just like that.
And such a huge mercenary footman army right now. Doesn't have defend Fortitude quite yet, but he's got enough units to pressure the Moonwells, and he can definitely win this fight if he wants to use the greater mana right now.
Ooh, Fortitude about to lose that Shadow Priest. He did on the other side. Berserkers falling. These mercenaries give a ton of experience. Can't empathize this enough, especially for the early stages. If a lot of mercenaries fall, you get a high-level hero, and so we end up with a level 4 hero after 7 minutes.
Yeah, and all the archers going down. This is just the glory of the level 2 Stormbolt. The expansion was scouted, but with the Beastmaster defending, Fortitude's not going to be able to get it. We'll be able to get maybe another archer there. Yeah, it's gonna be denied, but yeah, really nice pressure, really nice kills, and this all delays the potential for LawLiet to creep his expansion out and start mining on 2 bases, and the tech is coming in already for Fortitude.
Yeah, total value for Fortitude, of course, with that second base a lot higher than his opponents, but that base is coming up soon, has to creep it, is at the same time on tier 2. Dryads will be coming very, very soon. Not to dispel this time, but to get control, to slow things down. Because Fortitude is indeed accelerating even further off to a level 5 MK.
Yeah, and gets a Shredder as well. Can maybe even get a Zeppelin to do some more Zeppelin drop harass, potentially on the gold mine. And he's going to get a Health Stone. That's probably the best possible item he could have gotten there. Mana's always great, but he does need some health right now. And he can go back to the shop, heal up, and then probably pressure the expansion of LawLiet. And LawLiet doesn't have much to deal with that pressure. A couple of Dryads are now out, but really that's it.
Everything's so hurt for 40, but he got all the time in the world. And that's the beauty of the human shop. You pick up one item, you click that button, and everything is healing at the same time. This is pretty much the perfect amount to get everything back to green.
Oh, the Ancient of War ate its way through. Was trying to be a little bit annoying, but won't really get much. Maybe a couple of cancels on the healing. But,
nice play.
Could have been a bit more annoying than that, but it will eventually go down. But it did buy some time. It bought enough time, in fact, for LawLiet to creep his expansion out. And now if he gets to the shop, this will be level 5 Beastmaster. So that's when the Beastmaster really starts to carry.
Yeah, it's crazy. The bear gets the blink ability, can jump across the map, beyond buildings, can always get to it, and we get the Scourge Bone Chimes for the bear and the upcoming bears, because there's gonna be more of this guy. Well, not exactly, but the other bears can heal and roar and do also a lot of damage, so you like to have them too. If he gets the time, because Fortitude is once again moving across.
And now he's tier 2 with double Sanctum. Even if Fortitude wants to go tier 3, he still needs those Sanctums just to get... You need like 5 priests to deal with the level 3 bear. I think is literally 5 dispels, maybe even more to get rid of it. So you need a lot of Sanctum units, and no chance the Breakers will ever have enough mana to steal away the bear. Level 5 on the Mountain King, quite the nice upgrade. And is this only single lore, by the way, right now for LawLiet? I think it is.
That will slow things down. Are we? No, there's another one at the mercenary camp. So he's
Oh,
at double
that's
lore.
a lore. Oh my god, okay.
That's a lore.
Yeah. That was an Ancient War, but I guess the other one died in the expansion. Okay, Panda second. Plenty of creeps left on this map to get Panda 3.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the relatively big map in the pool. Shallow Grave. Lots of camps, lots of experience. You can easily creep up your second and third hero if you get the time from your opponent and he's not tower pushing you early on, which could still be a thing. Fortitude working on that 70 supply human death ball.
Panda jump start to level 2.3. The Mountain King could come in and really put some pressure on, but the Dryads are very good against heroes. At least, yeah, pretty much all heroes. Let's say that. They're really, really good. And the Archmage second again for Fortitude. Just like Chimiko earlier on Terranistan. Going to play the tier 2 game, maybe eventually a tier 3 tech, but can at least be able to stay on tier 2 for a little while longer than he would with, say, a Blood Mage or a Paladin.
With that double heal scroll for Fortitude, level 5. Archmage now as a walking mana fountain. More items. Oh, here's full stock. There we go. Tome of Retraining. Time to clap.
Not really against much, though. Khadgars, that's an excellent item, of course, for LawLiet. That's a really, really good item. And the Panda's very close to level 3, just a Berserker. And he'll get level 3. Needs to be afraid of the level 3 Stormbolt, though.
Here is a Stormbolt. It is level 2 Stormbolt at this point. He got into level 3 clap, but he's getting it nonetheless. That's level 3. I don't think he's skilled before throwing that breath, but forcing a town portal is Fortitude. He did what he wanted to get, or he did get what he wanted to get. That was the big item. That was the big experience. And now LawLiet has to work on his army. Oh, and save the rest of his army.
Yeah, one Archer. The Dryads have the luxury of being able to run around when there's no ensnare, at least on the map. They can run around and do these sorts of plays, buying a lot of time. Oh, Rifle comes in the back. Oh, Dryads forgot about for a second. That damage is hard to heal up if you don't have a ton of bears. And there's only at least one in the form of Druid of the Claw. There's a summon bear, but it's not going to be a ton of healing for a while.
There is, of course, Moon Worlds. They are decently empty. That's the great thing about Khadgar's Pipe on Night Elves. If your units are replenishing mana over time, or more mana over time, healing gets a little bit cheaper because you don't have to replace that mana, and then you heal more efficiently. So not only do you get more mana thanks to the Khadgar's Pipe, you also get basically more health.
Imagine if it did regen on Moonwells as well. You build a third hero just to sit at your Moonwells with Khadgars. You just build like a Fire Lord or something to AFK the whole game.
That's a great dynamic. I mean, you wouldn't want to use a Fire Lord because you know how crazy Incinerate is and you want that in your fighting army, but yeah, I can see that.
Red camps being taken, and a nice aura for Fortitude as well. Battle drums, can't complain with that at all on top of the rifles, on top of the future mortar teams. So they both got some nice auras. I do think LawLiet's going to be happier with his still, though.
Yeah, for sure. There's nothing better than a Khadgar's Pipe. I think the only race that complains about it is human, if they have it themselves. It's so good.
Another expansion. A very quick third, and worth noting, there's still a ton of footmen. What, 7 footmen left in this army? 8 footmen left in this army. 16 supply of this 80 supply is just in pure footmen, and yes, it's good against the Dryads, but bad against the Panda that's reaching level 4.
Oh, damn. That's quick progress. The bear is causing some damage. A kill every now and then. Can't be dispelled or can't be possessed at this stage anymore because he's just too tanky. Fortitude now at 80 supply. Is he satisfied with his levels in inventory? No level 3 Archmage yet. And LawLiet just expanding. Bottom left-hand side.
Yeah. There's a few greens left. More than enough to get level 3 on the Archmage and maybe get level 2 Aura. I'm wondering how much value he'd get from level 2 Water Elementals. Or level 2 Blizzard, actually, it is this game. Which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. But still, maybe there could still be an argument made for Aura level 2 at this stage. The expansion will be found, though.
Yeah, I would like to see Blizzard 2. There's not that many casters. I mean, Breakers technically casters as well, but not that much to control. So rather get the damage in. I'm all in for the damage, but nice scouting by LawLiet. Sending the 2 summons to the upper right, shutting down that expansion. His second base was shut down as well, so we're still on even footing. LawLiet a little bit down in supply, therefore higher up in levels. And here's the big push.
Yep, 78 against 73. Not a lot of bank for LawLiet, a ton right now for Fortitude, so he can replace the army that he might lose here. And he's going to lose a lot because still 16 supply and footmen. The defend is good, but this Panda can just breath the front line and be totally fine.
Oh, baby. Big Blizzard, only level 1, of course. No Nature's Blessing really might hurt later on. Should research that. Now level 2, and we see the decision, what he's going for. We'll see that in a bit, actually. Next one. Ouch! Another big clap by this MK. How long can he stay in this fight? Man, LawLiet is losing so much at this stage.
Yeah, there's so much mana left over, too. Still a Potion of Mana on the Mountain King, still a Stormbolt. The Shredder falls, all the bears are dropping low. And this not only means that Fortitude has won the fight, but he's also perhaps killed the expansion now. Because LawLiet is really going to have to scramble to get a defense, and there's a mortar team that's going to start working on the tree. Plenty of wisps to repair, but could just be blizzarded down at any point. By the way, level 2 Blizzard, but the Archmage, no sooner does he get level 3 than he's about to be level 4.
There it is. Oh, wow, he got an entire level in this fight. That was also like 25 supply.
Yep.
That's a lot of supply. But at the end of the day, Carson, the tree is still up, still getting more resources for him.
And that's what's important. And we still have about another 5 minutes of 2-base, and then at that point, we're going to have to see a third attempted LawLiet. Bring a wisp to the upper right. Maybe going to expand there. We'll keep an eye on that, because LawLiet seems to want to get the economic edge and seems to want to prepare for the super late game. But for now, he's just got to defend this Expo again.
And still no Nature's Blessing. He used all resources to rebuild the army. Floating 500, that's interesting. The Shredder went down, but he got a big 1500 lumber bank. MK close to 6. Or closing in on 6. Engaging into this for LawLiet is so hard because of the claps, because of all the crowd control. Using the bear to do a little bit of damage. Cruel Beast fast as well. We see Roar, we see a little bit of Reju. Fairy Dragon's taken care of, also in a bad position as Fortitude's kiting game is looking damn strong.
Oh my god, the clap blizzard, everything's slowed, it's ridiculous damage, and not only on the bears, but on the Dryads, the mortar teams in the back they're not being danced too well, and this is about to be, what, 5 bears, level 6. Mountain King, and this expansion surely will fall this time around.
Well, for now, LawLiet got a little bit of a repair squad in. Mortar teams, can they do the necessary damage? Oh, with Blizzard, such a beautiful combo. He's trying to weave in. This time he lost even more than before. Down to 50 pop with 2 bears at the lore, and you are absolutely right. Panda is trying to do his absolute very best. This Fairy Dragon once again taken out. There's just no anti-air. The gyros untouched, they can always deal with the fairies. Then your AoE is missing, and the human army is better than your army.
Absolutely. Shout out Tillerman, and GG will be called. Shout out to Fortitude, a really nice game 1 there with the Mountain King, just solid macro play. And good micro in the fights as well, didn't really lose a lot. Worth noting, the Panda at the end of that game was still 4.1 at most. 4.0 it says on the overlay, but you know, he had a little bit more than 0 experience on level 4.
This is a rough series now for LawLiet. Has to win 2 games in a row. And we have Autumn Leaf still in, and
Northern Isles.
Northern Isles.
No, Concealed Hill.
Okay. And you say
one of the two newer maps.
And you say your memory is bad, Carson. Liar.
See? Well, no, I actually saw them change the map. This is what I said.
Okay.
So my story still fits.
Don't reveal your secrets. Just appear as bright as you are. And man, LawLiet needs a new approach. That was probably the last time we saw this Beastmaster in this series.
Yeah, it's a cool attempt. I mean, and people are still experimenting, of course, on Shallow Grave. I think the Warden is still the best strategy that I've seen on there. I think Keeper has some viability as well, but the difficulty with Keeper is that going for a fast expansion is difficult because the Expo is just harder to creep than most maps, similar to Concealed Hill. But at Concealed Hill, it's also hard for the human, whereas with the Mercenaries, it becomes quite easy for the human to go for it right away. So we'll probably see some Keeper versus Archmage, maybe 1 base versus 2 in Fortitude's favor here.
Okay, we are ready, waiting for 40. He likes to take some time in between maps. Let that loss sink into LawLiet, who just wants to go, get over with it. Not Fortitude, though.
All right, he's ready.
He is. We are too.
Absolutely. Couldn't be more.
Off we go then. Elimination for LawLiet. Facing him here could, like, if Jemiko and LawLiet eliminated here, that would be quite a thing. Of course, Fortitude, the last hope for the Human Alliance. We got plenty of Night Elves still in. 2 in the winner bracket final. And Focus completing the pack for now. Things are heating up. This is, on paper, the best Night Elf in the world. Can he show that this time on Concealed Hill? We do see an early altar. That much I can tell you. So it will be either a Keeper or Demon Hunter or Warden. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, and just credit to Moon again. Like, you know, LawLiet really struggling here. It just shows how well Moon played earlier. Absolutely dismantling. Oh, other than on, well, that was versus Jamaica on Autumn Leaves, but like absolutely dismantling in this matchup. Whereas LawLiet says he's been struggling with it. This is something he's been very vocal about. He struggles against Human, and he tries to find solutions, and sometimes they work, but sometimes they don't. He kind of has to play out of his mind with the Warden for it to work against Human, but just shows how good Moon is, man.
Absolutely, and he will show his skills tomorrow on Championship Sunday. Once again, we're going to start at 1 p.m. Central European time. Carson will tell you probably 800 different time zones at the end of this cast to get your one right. But for now, we welcome 12,000 people to this broadcast. That is extraordinary for Warcraft 3 commentary, so thank you very much for tuning in. Stay a while, listen, and watch as we get a Keeper of the Grove versus Archmage. Very different matchup this time.
Yeah, so this is going to be much more standard. The question becomes, how clean of an expansion can Fortitude get up? He's undoubtedly going to go for the expansion. It would be very unlikely. I mean, he might Tower Rush, but if he doesn't Tower Rush, he's not going to play one base, most likely. So, you know, this is a hard map to expand on, the hardest in the game. So the question becomes, how much damage can LawLiet do with the Keeper in the early game on the Peasants?
Okay, we got a new sub here as well. 14 months by Deep KB. No matter how busy I get, I always come back to watch some good Warcraft 3. And man, you picked a good time because this is the best you can get until the end of November. The W3Champions Season 8 Finals. One of the most beloved tournaments in the entire community. And viewer number shows. But good point, Carson. Tower Rush. If Fortitude is on the map, you always gotta scout for these tower pushes. No one else does it. Well, Jamiko tried and failed, and since then, no one else does it, but Fortitude is damn scary.
Yeah, and it is difficult to scout it because you'll still go for a 4th farm. The only thing you need to scout if you're LawLiet against the Tower Rush is seeing the early Lumber Mill, which won't come up until literally he's already moving across the map with Militia. So it's tough to get a perfect scout. LawLiet did, by the way, the creep route that I think every Night Elf should do, but I don't see enough Night Elves to do it. He creeps the orange camp while moving over the green right away with his Keeper and creeps it with Treants to get the immediate level 2. That is the best creep route, but sometimes I don't see people do it for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, Carson. Sometimes Night Elf need to digest this information a little longer. LawLiet is providing them with a great example, though. So is Moon, so is Colorful. They got amazing players and can learn from the very, very best. Let's see if we kick this Footman. Positioning is good. You'll definitely get it. Is there a deny? Man. 2021 is the year of the Cloak of Shadows, but it's also the year of denies.
Yeah, absolutely. And worth noting, that was a unfortunate double ensnare on that Footman. Both Huntsmen went after that Footman. That was the only thing that allowed LawLiet to get that without actually using an Entangle. But the Militia have not been called yet. This is, you know, not too late. Nighttime has only now started. But Town Portal sold. Oh my god, he's calling all the boys. He's doing it.
It's happening. Oh my god, dude.
I mean, he sneaks by as well. He sneaks by. Oh, the Archer sees it. Almost.
He sees the army, but this could just be a harass. He's not aware of this here. We gotta say, Fortitude is one of the best tower pushers in the game. LawLiet is one of the best tower push defenders in the game. So, the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Yeah, I'm wondering if LawLiet... Ooh, almost surrounded with the militia there. I wonder if LawLiet... He canceled something when I looked at his base. I don't know if it was a tree or a Hunter's Hall, but he reacts by going 2 Ancient of Wars in the main base with no Hunter's Hall. He's just going to go a lot of archers and maybe... I wonder if Panda, Naga, what's best at tier 2? I really do wonder.
Yeah, it might be a Panda. Alchemist could also help because it grants you healing as well. LawLiet will have the answer. Maybe it's a cheeky play with the Dark Ranger, seeing all the footmen, seeing all the peasants. But you gotta keep your hero up. This is a little tricky. Mantle dropped, Moon Juice used. Fortitude, first worker, already going down.
Yeah, very cool from LawLiet to build these Ancient Wars defensively. He's going to uproot them and move them forward, at least one of them, if not both. But this way, they don't get canceled immediately. So often you see Night Elves try to build the Ancient Wars right next to the towers, and they just get canceled. But in this case, they won't be. And now LawLiet can move them forward. I assume he will with Nature's Blessing soon, but we'll have to wait and see, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe he uses the one on the left-hand side for the attack and keeps the 2 in the back. No, he's uprooting them. Okay, so the production is still reachable for Fortitude. Towers are coming up. First Arcane is a big deal.
A lot of archers here make the cancel very easy, but like you mentioned, the Arcane does get up. There is enough gold for a second hero for LawLiet. He should also probably, like I mentioned, get Nature's Blessing and a shop. But the tower cancels have been about as good as they could be. And this is soon to be a lot of Ancient Wars moving forward, but some archers are dying in the meantime.
Okay, at the moment, no real production. This Ancient of War will start with that now. Defend is ready. LawLiet, no tier 2 hero yet. Full experience going to the Keeper, and it shows 3.2 out-leveling the Archmage by now. Both relatively low supply, but of course 40 is stuck on tier 1. He could try and think about attack or expansion, but it's all gonna be so late. LawLiet with a Hunter's Hall on the right hand side, getting ready for Lorth, and the second hero. Good luck running away from Entangle and Frost Arrow now.
Yeah, really the only play here for Fortitude would be to just go for an expansion, but I'm afraid it probably won't work because LawLiet's going to be aware of the options. If it's a tier 2 tech from Fortitude, he's just going to creep, probably get an expansion up himself, and just play the tech advantage, go into bears. But if it's a fast expansion, or not so fast, I suppose, he just should run across the map right now.
Kiro Slays, $2 donation. Thank you, boys. Exciting for tomorrow's games. So are we. And Doffo with a 7-month resub, less than 3. Right back at you, mate.
Our Archmage gonna get a nice item. Parry up to Vitality, a little bit more tankiness against that newly trained Naga. That's gonna help out. And the expansion is going to come up. And LawLiet is, of course, stuck on tier 2 right now. So this expansion might work out because there's no lures yet, no chance of a bear bust. Maybe just a counter expo from LawLiet.
Or he goes for a Zeppelin or Sappers. Okay, just a Shredder. No Bomberman cosplay just yet. But not saying he doesn't do it down the road. We've seen a couple of Sappers before. Always good to have.
The lumber was a real issue, I suppose, for LawLiet because he's only now getting his lore. He had to get that Shredder, so that he had to invest 240 lumber just for 1 lore in the Shredder. But he's soon going to have solved that problem. Nice deny, but a lot of footmen, and there's nothing other than heroes that's not piercing damage right now. So these footmen could do some serious damage. Especially
when the mana is low. Trying to fix this with the Wind of Mana stealing, threatening his surround. Keeper has to move and fight out. Does a good job at that. And yeah, footmen have defend, but they aren't that great as long as there's Treants, who of course provide you with normal damage. There's also Fork Lightning available now. He's going for the hero. No TP.
No TP, but a very tanky boy. And no Entangle, actually, so Fortitude's going to run away, but nice defense from LawLiet. Oh, he used one Mass Thing into Entangle, but Staff is there as well. Fork Lightning, but not quite. In the meantime, by the way, Treants. They're going to kill the Archmage in the north!
No! Treants! The play! If he steps to the main, he's probably safe. It was basically a little bit of panic. Fortitude in the meantime, surrounding this Naga. It's a pandemonium all over Concealed Hill. But I guess LawLiet is getting the better end of the stick. 28 tier 2 supply against 23 tier 1 supply. What is going on?
Ridiculous. Yeah, LawLiet panicking to micro those Treants, and in the meantime, I don't think Fortitude even realized what was going on with his Archmage, because the Treants kind of just had free reign on the peasants. They killed 3 or 4 peasants. So he goes for the surround, but doesn't micro his Archmage. I don't think would have gotten away regardless, but at least some return damage, but there's going to be a ton of peasants going down. Archmage back from the tavern, but no mana for water elementals.
Naga back in just 34 seconds. Archer's in a bit of trouble. Good positioning here. Archmage is getting the kill indeed. There is no staff on this Keeper, so this could be an expensive move back, but he's bringing the Shredder.
That's a lot of damage to heroes, the Shredder, but there's only 240 lumber. I suppose LawLiet just thinking, all right, all in it. He's got 2 lures. He's getting a counter expansion. He's staying on tier 2. So he doesn't need a lot of lumber right now. He's got probably enough wisps at home to support 2 lore dryads. And this Shredder is a really good fighting unit. He's got to kill all the footmen, all the peasants.
Oh, man. Shredding everything to pieces. I like the retreat by Fortitude moving away exactly when the Keeper had the mana for an entangle. So he's using it for treants now. Never moved into arcane range, so it wasn't burned by that tower. And now more brawling broccoli to take care of that Echo. But Fortitude is taking care of that Shredder. He's probably gonna get it, or is he?
Oh. What's the move speed on a Shredder? I don't know. It's fast. When the Naga comes in to save it, this is actually a big save for LawLiet because...
wow.
Yeah, that's huge. 2 HP, he can repair it back at home, and he's going to have infinite lumber to maybe go tier 3 if he wants in the future.
Naga nursing this Shredder. Stays alive. In the meantime, Archmage got a bit of damage on himself. Has to use the staff soon. Has to get some healing. Keeper level 4.6 after all the solo experience. Whew, stressful game for both of them. We get the spell now. We have the Expo up.
Blacksmith will live as well. Arcane Tower will live. And, alright, we have a Mountain King on the way. Archmage goes in the main base to kill the Shredder. But this Wisp repairing Water Elemental, it'll go down level 4 on the Archmage. But we should definitely staff out right now, though. The Keeper's gonna... This Archmage is dead.
Wait a minute, what's he doing? There's an entangle. Oh yeah, for sure is he dead. Trying to staff out, but the damage is enough. Level 5. And now what do you do? As Fortitude. Yeah, he arrives at tier 2. Yeah, the MK is out, but you don't have the gold for the Tavern Revive at the moment. You're getting sieged. There's no tier 3. That's, I guess, the silver lining.
Yeah, and, you know... The one tower is actually decent against Dryads, the Arcane. He's trying to get another one up, but for now it's going to be only the Archmage that can really defend these Dryads. But even if that is Abolish.
Oh, and more treants. Nature is taking revenge on the human for cutting their brethren. No mana though. Is it finally time to use that TP?
Couple units getting low. Maybe that Archer could be storm bolted, but again, just focus fire on the Archmage. Why not? Okay, bolt on these. Trying to force the town portal. Maybe he didn't realize that LawLiet had a TP because it was on the unorthodox Naga there for a second. But the TP will come out. And level 3 on the Naga. Treant still killing all the peasants, and LawLiet has a counter expansion in position.
Rough game. Yeah, just has to creep this. Get ready. He has no Nature's Blessing, but okay, I forgive him that. Creeping should go swiftly, boost up the Naga. Keeper should stay away, of course. Still no tier 3 tech. That's the only thing that should worry LawLiet a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
There's 0 lumber as well. Yeah, and GG will be called. That's 1-1. We're going into map 3, getting a full series again.
Yeah, baby, that's how we love it. Concealed goes to the Night Elf as so often. As I said, LawLiet is just that damn good at defending tower pushes.
Yeah, it was a really nice reaction, an unorthodox reaction. The 2 Ancient Wars just immediately in the back. I haven't seen that before, but LawLiet, like you say, so good at defending in his base. That's his specialty. We've seen him win games from being super behind just because his opponents decide to push into his base at the wrong time, and he holds with Orb and Bears and stuff. So, yeah, he's really, really good at that.
So, our last map is Autumn Leaves. We've seen this before. Moon slaughtered Fortitude on this map with the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see the Demon Hunter from LawLiet, but it's a possibility. He for sure watched the Moon games. Every Night Elf player was probably watching the Moon games today, so Keeper would be the most standard, but maybe Fortitude will adjust and go for that slow expansion at the top left, as opposed to the immediate 3-farm expo, which is what the Demon Hunter was kind of countering in a way.
Looking forward to that a lot. Afterwards, we have the show match, or one more match, a show match of Warcraft 3 Gym, which is the #1 place to learn the game. They also got a homepage, warcraft-gym.com, where they have a learning center. And as we're waiting for Fortitude currently, let me show you this beautiful homepage. You go to Learn, and then you can pick from all of that cool stuff here on the left-hand side. Game mechanics. You want to learn some game mechanics? They got some for you. Item levels and where they drop on ladder maps, body blocking and surrounding, a summary on creep mechanics and how to abuse them. If you want to get the lightning shield on yourself or get rid of the purge, don't have your summons get purged by creeps, you'll learn it right there. Damage cap and unit cap on spells. What spell does how much damage and when is there a limit? You can learn it there too. Or you start at the very, very basics. Attack and armor times. What does more damage against the other? How to set up hotkeys, etc, etc, etc. There's so much to learn about this beautiful game, and you get it there at warcraft-gym.com.
Very cool. And you know, all these players today, they had to learn these things eventually. Everyone was a beginner at one point. And these players were no different. I mean, LawLiet used to suck.
What?
Like
No!
8 years ago. Yeah, he was bad.
You're lying.
Same with Fortitude. He was bad for a long time. A lot of these top Korean players were once not really like Focus, Never Moon, but there was a lot of them that were, you know, they had a lot to learn. And they did learn.
He was tearing up W3Champions.
No, I said not Focus, not Focus.
Oh, not Focus. Yeah. But LawLiet, he was reigning with terror with his Warden back in 2010. Just, you know, under the radar for
Under
Clan
radar,
A1.
fair. Yeah.
Can't believe it. There's an NA caster saying that LawLiet was bad at one point. Unbelievable. Heresy by Carson.
Yeah, I forgot how big of a fan you are of LawLiet. Everyone should be, though. This guy, in fact, both these guys, Fortitude, I haven't talked to him a ton, but he's been very nice every time. And LawLiet is just like the nicest person in the entire world. It's ridiculous.
Or he trolls you and pretends to hate you. That does happen.
Oh, wow, really?
Especially to Mr. Remo Demo for some reason. To me, he's always like a true brother. Because I'm a very nice guy.
Of course. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not getting old for me yet. I love it. We have a keeper this time. No Demon Hunter as Moon did. So pretty much the norm.
Yep. And no expansion creep. So LawLiet will probably go Treants, not Entangle, the mistake that Moon made earlier. And he'll creep his green camp and then probably run straight at Fortitude to see if he can do some damage to the expansion. It feels like there's been a lot of free expansions today, which is definitely not true, at least in my ladder experience and what I see for a lot of other human players. But today the humans are just always getting free expos.
Yeah, as if someone hit the switch yesterday and said, guys, it's the 3-farm era now.
Yeah.
I don't, like, who's
I think it's a great
influencing?
answer. I don't know, actually. I don't know. It was, I can't remember how Infi and TH played it. It's been a style that's been played for a while, but, you know, there are some counters to it. But I do think the fact that you're up against an Ancient of War creep from Night Elves makes it particularly good, whereas against Orc, because the Orc a lot of the time is insta-harassing you, it's less good. Same with Undead.
We'll see how this goes this time, but feels like LawLiet is doing a sidestep here and focuses on creeping.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. Oh, we've actually seen him do this before. Was it him? I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was in this tournament. Yeah, it might have been. Against Hawk, I think he did this creep route on that epic game. So this is the LawLiet special.
Huh, okay. Well, that game against Hawk was obviously epic indeed. One of the greatest games the entire year. Just here at W3Champions in the play-ins of all stages. Okay, that means, though, he is ultra far away from Fortitude's expansion attempt.
And Claws +9. And by the way, Fortitude, as a reaction to what happened to him earlier, or what happened to Chainmaker earlier, I keep saying him, 4-farm Expo. And he goes for the late Expo, but the guaranteed probably level 3 if he can creep the shop now. And it works out against LawLiet's creep route.
So far, so good, but it is a level 3 creep route very, very soon if he includes the shop into this, or is this even enough?
Yeah, this should be good. I think this is a level 3 route, so it should be all right.
Without the shop? No, it's just a level 1 hero thing remaining. That's not enough.
Are you talking for LawLiet or? Oh,
yeah,
he needs another green. Sorry, yeah, he needs another green for that.
Or go to the shop, get the Sasquatch. Archmage got level 3. That is what you are talking about, and that is obviously level 3. Pendant, nice. Circlet, real nice. No tech though. Counter expansion by LawLiet. I think we can buckle up for another long game.
Yeah, that replenishment potion is going to be great as well, if not cancel for LawLiet, because you need entangles at this stage. Every entangle is pretty much a killed footman at level 2. And that's why the Keeper is so good at securing the fast expansion if you have mana. So LawLiet's got to be focusing on going back to the Moonwells, getting 345 mana on the Keeper, and to get ready for the pressure that's coming from this level 3 Archmage.
Precisely. Wisps are moving over. Fortitude is getting ready for maybe the first bigger attack. Trying to sneak past, but LawLiet was scouting already with an archer just a tad too early.
What's he buying? He's buying boots from the shop. And lots of mana, lots of damage as well on the Archmage, by the way. Claws was the first item he got, and everything's just perfectly positioned for LawLiet. There's no chance. The footmen are trying to hide to run in and maybe get a cancel, and then you can staff onto the footman. That's what he's going for. Ooh. But I don't think LawLiet's going to budge here.
Archer's still there. Invisible scouts. Demon Hunter second. Haven't seen that today, have we?
No, actually not. Yeah, we haven't seen it. That's something Moon does more often, whereas a lot of other players tend to go Panda second, but still pretty good. Archers blocking the way. Really nice securing of this Expo. It's still at risk of falling if Fortitude moves super far forward right now.
There's an entangle. There's one hurt. Footman, Keeper has to move back. It's double water elementals, but you know what? The Wisps, he moved there before. Just get rid of them. 3 Wisps detonate, 2 water elementals down. That's a great ratio, because it's great experience. Archmage's completely dry, and now let entangle rain.
Yeah, a couple of archers at risk of falling, but no inventory space for Dust of Appearance on the Archmage. So it'll just be Footman and 1 archer going down, and almost all the Footmen fall. It's something that's all right for humans to lose a bunch of footmen, but obviously you don't want to just lose them for free like this. He didn't get any cancel. He didn't really get many kills, and now LawLiet's going to be the one pressuring.
As he has arrived on tier 2, Demon Hunter is out, and Fortitude still needs to find some time. It's at 50% roundabout. Did he buy the staff? Okay, staff is on the Archmage. Should be on cooldown for the Keeper then. But Demon Hunter controls the entire middle of the map, and it's not going to get any better once Dryads are there.
Yeah, this Demon Hunter, the downside of it is, of course, is you can't really do much with it until it's level 3. You could argue the same about the Panda, but at least the Panda with level 1 Breath of Fire can help against the Footmen and the Peasants if you want to pressure, whereas the Demon Hunter, kind of not that useful, so he needs to be power creeping, and luckily for LawLiet, he's going to be allowed to, and the Archmage is getting riskily low right now.
Items still up for grabs, and Fortitude is just relentlessly pushing towards this expansion. Wants to cut this tree, but he's in an awkward position now. There's not much to do for him. He's baiting the Keeper away, I guess. That's it.
That's what he wants to do right now. He doesn't want to allow the Keeper to just run into his base and potentially kill peasants or, you know, cut off maybe rifles that are coming out. So he's willing to sacrifice some footmen and maybe even sacrifice the TP in the future just to keep his Expo and his main base safe.
2 archers down, not too bad. Immediately replaced by Berserker and Shadow Priest. Good body block by Fortitude, not letting the rest of the army catch up to the footmen. And Char, dying slowly but steady, but as I said, will be replaced by double Arcane Sanctum units and no Blacksmith?
Oh, is there really no? No, he's got one at the Expo. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, wow. I was just staring at it. It was at the center of my screen, and I'm too freaking blind to see it.
It happens. It happens, especially when we're 6 best of 3s in. It does happen. 5 best of 3s.
Ah, only 5.5 hours. Yesterday, I don't know, 10 hours or something with all the remote demo games. Oh man, what a legend.
Demon 3, that's a nice upgrade. Oh, Dryad, little fumbly bumbly there. There's an Ankh on the Demon, so he doesn't have to be too scared right now. But nice Archmage pressure. This is buying a lot of space for the tech to come up for Fortitude, and he could go for the 70 supply push if he starts to produce soon.
I got a Blood Mage up. Tier 3 coming, Reju coming. Both players are getting there. No one really wants to go into upkeep. Of course, tournament life on the line. This decides if you can make it to Championship Sunday, eventually to the Grand Final, or if you have the Sunday off. Which in this case you don't want to.
Look at these Ancient Wars from LawLiet. He just likes moving them all the way across the map.
Oh yeah! Baby. And why not? If you don't use them defensively anymore, let's go and attack with them. Priest down. Nice pickups for LawLiet once again. Just straight going for the Blood Mage, and there's no saving him. Dead.
And the rifle. Really huge finds there. This is a perfect timing for LawLiet to be aggressive. Right when the first couple of priests, the first rifles are coming out, when there isn't a huge mass yet, and importantly, when there isn't Blood Mage level 2 yet, or, you know, when he doesn't have a ton of nice items to save himself, heal, scroll, push, and vulnerability. This is just perfect from LawLiet, and he's going to continue to cut off reinforcements if Fortitude gets too aggressive. Already going for an Ancient of Wind for the Fairy Dragons as well. Things are lining up very, very nicely for the Korean. Has a Zeppelin out. There is a bit of anti-air, but not too much. And Sobi Mask on the Keeper is just so good. Oh, and the Cloak as well. That's going to be nice. He sees where the army is going. Even if it was nighttime, he would, because he's got Ultra Vision, so he's going to be able to maybe pounce on the creeping. The Demon Hunter is almost level 4 already. And this, again, is all time for LawLiet to get into the tech advantage that he's going to have, to get into the Bears against the Tier 2 of Fortitude. Whew. He has to catch up. He has to go to that 70 supply Death Ball very, very soon. But at the moment, the Blood Mage isn't doing too much, and we see the Zeppelin plays again. Just like Foggy did yesterday, LawLiet is picking up on that. Harasses a bit, maybe force a retreat. Every single moment that the Demon Hunter gets on the map, he's getting more and more powerful. Got that level 2 evasion now, becoming super tanky. Yep. And there's still plenty of creeps as well. He can get the consumable. There's still a green camp left. Even the shop available, which is probably going to be crept by Fortitude. He can get actually 4-2 from the shop, as well as access to heal scrolls now. So this timing is lining up all right for Fortitude. He's a little bit late, but honestly, 11 minutes, 66 supply, 69 now, is totally acceptable. This is a very strong timing still. Let's see how we can hit them. LawLiet now tying up the supply, but has a lot in production. Little bit as well for 40, who's adding up attack upgrades, Priest Adept for Dispel, which is absolutely 100% mega necessary against Roar and Reju. And Treants, and Entangle. One heal scroll on the Night Elf side, 2 heal scrolls on the human side, but he's going straight for the Archmage. And TP out, and yeah, that's the timing done. Now it's getting past the 12-minute mark soon. Fortitude was even a little bit scared. He kept a lot of reinforcements in the base, which we now see moving out, but yeah, that's the timing gone. The supply is even. LawLiet has the tech advantage of Fairy Dragons, and he's looking to be in a really strong position now in Game 3, and you know, Fortitude can fight Tier 2 against Tier 3, but it's not very easy with these hero levels. Yeah, in level 3 at least, and then it's kind of hard to choose what to pick, as both spells are so amazing. Flame Strike 2, as well as Siphon 2. But okay, Zeppelin not threatening any drops anymore. Red Spot thought about it, but I think backing off. Yeah, and the item's nice at this stage as well. Getting a consumable when you're about to maybe have a really big engagement is good. The auras, of course, get more value the longer the game goes on, so maybe good to have this greater heal right now. And there might be a fight over the red camp if LawLiet scouts it, which he should scout it. I think he did. Yeah, he has good eyes on the map. Fairies are coming in. This position on the Fairy is going to be insane if he heals now. But I think he's not casting anything. Smart retreat by 40. This could have been tons of damage. Yeah, a couple Fairy Dragons are buying time. Maybe 2 will go down, but well worth the entire red camp. Legion Doomhorn, can't complain about that. The choke point is good for the Flame Strike, but LawLiet's heroes are so strong. Gyros are coming in to deal with these Fairies. 80 versus 80. Is this the fight for the lower bracket semi-final? The fight for survival. There is a TP. There is heal scrolls. 2 still on Fortitude's side, but he wants to reposition. He wants to get out as 2 breakers are falling. Maybe 4. Doesn't get it here. Ooh, yeah, this is very, very rough. We saw the difference in Game 1, the engagements from Game 3 now. It's the Bears are not taking a ton of damage from this AoE. And the Priest even being denied and everything rejuven could be stolen away by the Breakers, but they do fear to get caught by the Dryads. So this is tough. 78 versus 78, but look at the bank now. And of course, still tier 3 advantage and hero level advantage.
LawLiet in typical nowadays Night Elf fashion. We've seen this by Moon, we've seen this by Fog. You just expand whenever you have the time, when you contain your opponent. Why not plant another tree?
Yeah.
It's good for the environment, and it's good for your economy.
Yeah, the tree, the Ancient of War, is also scouting if Fortitude goes for a third base, and LawLiet can just push and probably cancel, if not kill it. So that Ancient of War is getting a ton of value right now, sees where the whole army is, and sees there's been no third base attempted. And that green camp, the last on the map other than the red, oh, there's a green and a red left, gets level 5/5.
Oh, wow. That is precision here. Anti-magic on the Demon Hunter, so he can't be siphoned, and that's probably why Fortitude is going for that Flame Strike to deal a lot of damage to the Bears, and he knows now that at tier 3 LawLiet will not forget about these anti-magics, and then Siphon 2 a little bit useless as Fortitude is asking for a break.
By the way, 2-2 breakers. 2-2 breakers right now and almost 2-0 rifles. He'll probably get it very soon. And a depth for the Sork. So a lot of upgrades about to kick in for Fortitude, and he's got very strong front line. I mean, 2-2 breakers might as well be a tier 3 unit when you're up against Bears that have mana with the feedback.
Yeah.
So still a good opportunity for Fortitude to win the fight, but if he doesn't, he's going to be up against a 3 base versus 2 LawLiet that already has a bigger bank than him.
This is, of course, the perfect opportunity for you guys to use exclamation mark giveaway and win one of 5 amazing hardware pieces by CORSAIR, 1 out of 3 maps, or a mechanical keyboard, or a wireless premium headset. Exclamation mark giveaway only today and tomorrow and the day after. And then we close these goals. Or check out back2warcraft.com/support for finding ways to support this very channel right here. Or check out W3Champions.com. On the right hand side, you find ways to support them. Or you go to W3Cfinals.com. W3Cfinals.back2warcraft.com and support this wonderful tournament with even more contributions, or by buying yourself a profile picture, just like Ulrock did it.
Nice. Shout out to Old Rock. And by the way, there's also 4 heal scroll, quadruple heal scroll right now for Fortitude.
Wow.
Whereas LawLiet doesn't have a single one, and LawLiet's really the one up against AoE. So the Fairy Dragons aren't going to be a big threat. That Orb of Venom not going to be a big threat. The front line is going to stand up for a long time, this wall of breakers. Maybe Fortitude even ready to fight if he pushes that bottom right expo.
That is impressive. Fortitude, by the way, said son, so maybe as a family man taking care of his little child. We've seen him take phone calls in big matches, just leaving the seat. That is, for Fortitude, nothing new. It's also good for the viewers, right? They can get another drink. They can get some snacks.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I guess LawLiet is ahead, but I mean, the Blood Mage hit level 3, which is nice. And honestly, level 4 Blood Mage, the Siphon is excellent, but by the time he reaches there, the game probably going to be over in one way or the other, because I think he's got to break one of these bases or LawLiet is going to safely secure his third, and then it's going to be close to impossible. It's going to be a 100 supply elf, which is very, very rough. So this might be the final fight we're about to see in the bottom right, unless he's just going for the red camp, which he might go for the red camp, but that would also give a lot of time to LawLiet.
It is a scary moment here. Both are at 3-3, 80 supply, but 5-5 versus 4-3.
Yeah.
Yikers, everybody.
All right. The longest pause of the tournament. The anticipation.
Exactly. That's the last map of the tournament as well. Out of Caustic, thank you for the 1-year resub. Woohoo! Rah, 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 rah. Mac Mountain gifting a sub to Zacti. Thank you very much.
A lot of giveaways in the chat. Yeah, get yourself in. How many entries do we have now, Neil, for the giveaway?
Oh, dude, a lot. Like a ton. Like thousands. We
Ooh,
have,
sheesh.
checking it right now, 14,500. But of course,
nice.
Yeah. Not every entry is a person. You can get multiple entries. For example, with channel points, by being a sub, by visiting some homepages, or we stop talking about that and go back into the game, as Fortitude says, go. LawLiet says, go. And we go. That's what we do. Go, go, go.
All right. Will he go for the bottom right, killing the expansion Fortitude, or is he going to try to contest for the red camp? The army seems scarier right now for the LawLiet. This army doesn't seem as big as it could be. Maybe that's because of the Shredder. There's not a lot of wisps.
Ooh, Gyros flying in. Man, is this the fight? Is this the fight now? Away from the expansions. Going for the Blood Mage immediately, but there is an invul potion. Gyros, take out the Impulse. Wow!
Oh
How did
God.
he melt this Blood Mage? What?
Jesus, that was a lot of damage very fast, and now the real prize is that red camp, and also the secondary prize. The expansion is up and safe and secure. And Fortitude gonna have to wait for his Blood Mage for a while, or he's just gonna have to Tavern rebuy it, which is expensive, and he's already behind in supply.
How the hell was that so much damage in so little time? This looked like 2 stacks of Coil Nova on top of each other.
Yeah. Bear's pretty good against heroes. Normal damage with +2 attack.
Plus a mana burn, I guess. Maybe an entangle. Crazy good. Okay, now Fortitude in dire straits. Rebought the Blood Mage. Don't even know if he has mana for the Siphon.
Oh, he died with a Potion of Vulnerability as well. And a heal scroll.
Ay. And he's back, and he's walking right into LawLiet's arms. This time there's an invul. Okay, but the Demon Hunter is just closing this door. Clodor.
The Blizzard's going to be good, but LawLiet can just go to the expansion now, force Fortitude to fight him out on an open field. It's good, but still, LawLiet has yet to really lose anything.
The top Night Elf in the ELO ranking. Is he about to close this one out? He's not losing anything of value, really. Maybe a couple of hippos, but that's fine. That's all good. As long... Oh my! The control on the gyros, not perfect. But the Blood Mage is back and alive.
Yeah, buys a staff, Potion of Vulnerability, staffs to the army. He's getting everything together. And he's going to have to defend the main base. By the way, the expansion of the main base is about 4 minutes of mining left over. Plenty, but not plenty when you're up against 3 bases with potentially only 1 in Fortitude shoes.
Oh man, how is he supposed to engage into this? He has no TP. He can't reposition. He has to fight, but there's no gyros anymore. These fairies will be incredible. There's just a handful of rifles. That will help. But okay, the heal scrolls have to carry him, I think. But is that enough? He's about to TP away from this once he killed that. Keep the town hall. Fortitude is trying so hard, but it doesn't work. Keeper in trouble has to TP. More Blizzard raining, but it's just on the cost of 1 bear. And LawLiet has a 2k bank. 3-2 upgrades, can easily rebuild, and is up 2 bases.
Yeah, he could just go 100 supply now if he wants him push all over again. Fortitude's not going to go for the all-in. He's going to try to re-expand, but LawLiet is just hugely ahead. I love that he bought a ton of time with the Demon Hunter. He put some poison on the breakers, forced some healing there, and in the meantime just killed the town hall with mass bears. So it was really well done, and that might be the nail in the coffin.
Is there a way to wiggle it out? Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 Chimera Roost. That is 1 round of production for 8 thunderous heads. This is going to be the knockout punch if we even go that far.
Yeah, that's kind of cool because he can straight go up to 100 supply without having to break high upkeep for a long time. So that's cool. He could also go Mountain Giants here. Would probably honestly be better, but Chimera's a little bit more flashy, and LawLiet's in such a good spot here. He could do most things and it would probably work.
Yeah, it's really not that efficient, is it? The breakers are magic immune. The rifles don't take that much damage, but who cares? Maybe you can melt more heroes with that.
Yeah, because in the time he can get 4 Chimera Roost up, he could get both the upgrades for Mountain Giants, and then he could break high upkeep with 2 MGs, and that put him at, 93. So that would probably be the better play, but shouldn't leave him open too much to an all-in from Fortitude, because he's still kind of just chilling at his base.
Are you spending a lot of time with Remo recently? He's all about min-maxing as well. I'm always up for the flashy plays, and what's more flashy than 4 Chimeras?
That's true. That is true. It does look great, and what a great way to potentially end off at least the main part of the tournament for today. with 4 chimeras.
Well,
I mean, why not?
I know a certain Discord that would argue what is the main part of this broadcast here today, but yeah, for the tournament, you're absolutely right. And there you see it. 4 twin-headed thunderous dragons in production. Will they even see the light of day, or will Fortitude tap out earlier? That's the question.
Yeah, no closer to ultimates than we were in the last fight, but still, the Bears are getting an excellent position. Lot is going to fall. Now the Bears are surrounding so much supply. The Blizzard is good. Flame Strike is good. But honestly, there's a double heal scroll right now. And the Chimeras are probably on their way. Yeah, another 5 seconds and they'll all be out. This is so many losses. 60 supply against 93. And let's not forget, 3 bases against 2 currently.
Yeah, Archmage saved for now. Base still running. Don't attack. Buy some more time. Retreat for now. Wait for the Chimeras. They are coming. He builds even more. He's up to 100 supply. There's gonna be 7 Chimeras.
Yeah, and even if you can't kill the breakers, you can definitely kill the heroes with Entangle. 7 Chimeras. Why not? And yes, some Bears are falling, but he's just replacing them. 99 supply against 62.
Yep. Look at the yellow dots. LawLiet is actually donating a lot of Bears away. But good luck dealing with this.
Yeah, there's the hero focus right away. Potion of vulnerability isn't used, and GG will be called. Way to seal the deal with an ultimate as well. The first ultimate of the day. Great way to finish us off here, and well played to LawLiet. Both heroes going to go down.
Seems to be a little issue with hotkeys apparently, but hey, we got a brilliant end to the second day of this weekend with Chimeras, with double ultimate, tranquility, and metamorphosis, all here on Autumn Leaves. And LawLiet lives to see Championship Sunday and will get the second match of the tournament versus Focus in the top 4. Man, we got Moon versus Foggy and LawLiet versus Focus, the last 4-man standing, as NA and China have been eliminated.
Yeah, those are both going to be excellent matchups. I mean, the LawLiet versus Focus, the first match they played was so exciting. And we'll see if they do the same map pool. They ended up playing on Shattered Exile yesterday, but they might go to different maps. But regardless, it's always going to be a crazy Orc against Elf. So, and then we got Foggy versus Moon, which we've been hyping up all day. And I think that will be a very close series between the two.
Looking forward to this a lot. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. So much love for the players by RightLaw. Have this prize pool rise up. So much love for us as well. And so many viewers. We went up to 12K today. Of course, we want to crack that tomorrow when we crown a new champion. You're up for that? I certainly am. Last time we went up to 14K. I think a better number would be 15K.
20K. Why not? Get some Shroud numbers up in here.
Oh, Mr. I did a Norton gaming stream and was casting for 20,000 people. Now I want this again.
Your front page helped out a ton. That's for sure.
Or it's just your charisma and your amazing skills playing with Todd.
True, we did win all the 2v2s. That is a true statement. We were gaming.
And now you go sleeping as this man just got the second vax shot today and is feeling a little under the weather, but like a true trooper, he's staying here. Even though he had to get up at 3 a.m., he still pulled through, and I want to thank you for that, Carson. I'm not done with the day, but you, please go and rest a little bit. We need you in full force tomorrow.
Thank you, and I'll be feeling great by tomorrow. I'm sure, even if not, the games will pick up my spirit like they did today. But yeah, I'm going to go sleep for about 20 hours now, so I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Cheers.
Boom. Away he... Oh, no, not away he is. Bye! There we go! Another $5 coming to the tournament prize pool. Thank you very much, Carson. Have a wonderful evening or day, I guess, or sleep, whatever. We have one more for you, everybody, and that is the GNL show match. The matches for today are done, but the tournament matches. But now we got Grinchy versus Colorado. 2 wonderful members of the Warcraft 3 community, of the gym community, and they will fight against each other in the best of 3. We're gonna have their player camps on, and of course we have the 2 coaches coming up as well in Cithrin and Qbert. This takes some time. We might need a couple of minutes to set this up. How about starting at 6:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time? I think that is great. In the meantime, you can check out backtowarcraft.com/support for all the ways to support this beautiful project. Me, Carson, and Mr. Remo Demo, who will be back tomorrow, hopefully. We got a Patreon where you can sub from $2 up to $50 a month. That is a wonderful way to support this, as it is reoccurring, like a Twitch sub, for example. You get some beautiful perks. You get access to secret Discord channels where we leak a bit of information here and there. Early access to the podcast, music and movie playlists for if you like our taste, then we give you more of that. Fun game evenings, replay analysis, coaching, and a beautiful Back to Warcraft VIP badge in the Twitch chat. Check it out. Also, feel free to support W3Champions, the platform itself, via W3Champions.com on the right-hand side. They got all the links. So, a little bit of a break, and then GNL show match number 2. We had tons of fun with Flutchfinger versus Link on the day 1 of the tournament, and now what a better way to end the second last day than with another gym show match. I can't wait. We'll be back with Cithrin, with Qbert, with Grinchy, and with Colorado. See you in a bit.